Howdy guys, I'm Apollo8, your favorite wolf girl enthusiast, and welcome back to my Fire Emblem The Binding Blade Ironman Randomizer with 10% crit on all the weapons. Today it's time for Chapter 14X, The Infernal Truth, finally, another Gaiden map. Oh, how I've missed the Gaiden maps, you know how they are. This particular one, I have missed so much. I can't wait to play it again. Oh, what a wonderful map this one is. I am lying to you. This is going to be a rough one, but we have a lot of things in store for us this time. A lot of stat boosters to give out and a couple of new units to try out. For the most part, this map is just going to be a long one. There's a bolting guy right here. The boss has a bolting tome. The oatmeal himself, yeah, he's pretty strong. We don't actually have the warp staff because obviously it was randomized last time. And we got something else, so we can't just warp skip this map this time. The funniest thing that I could possibly do in the entire world is just speed through the entire map with speed up in post-production and be like, oh, I warped to the end of the map, and then we just killed the boss and ended. I think that would be hilarious, but given that it's an Iron Man and that there's still risk involved, maybe it's better to not do that. Maybe it's better to just play it for real and show what happens, but let me know in the comments if you thought that would have been a funny idea. Either way, I've got to do some quick battle preps, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, let's go ahead and dive headlong into this map. Indeed, there is a little bit of water this map, so it shouldn't be too bad. I thought of a pretty funny strategy for this one, and I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's all going to be worth it. It's all going to be completely okay, because right now we have a Night Crest. We indeed received a Night Crest last time, and as such, it is time for Fear to promote. Going to be going ahead and giving her the well-earned, well-deserved promotion into General. She is going to be just as good, that is a pretty cool palette, if not as, well, just as good, if not better than Percival whenever he arrives. That is very, very nice. I can't believe that they get 4 defense on promotion despite being the typically defensive unit as is. She already has cap speed. It's a shame that it's only 21. Okay, sorry for the quick cut there. Either way, she's good now. That's all that there is to it. That's all that really matters, is that she's really good now. She has more time to grow, more strength to gain, a little bit of defense, ideally, to gain. And by all means, she'll probably cap her HP. So I'm more than happy with how she's turned out. The other measure of business this time, I didn't really... no, I did bring stuff for her, actually. I was going to say I didn't bring any items for her, but what we're going to be doing, I'm just going to be giving her all of these stat boosters, every single one of them, because that is what you do whenever you're simping for a character. I love the warrior class. I've always wanted a good warrior. I'm still probably not going to get one, to be completely honest with you, but luckily, with these stat boosters, she looks approximately no different, but she is better, I assure you. That is one thing that I can say for sure, is that she is better now. Either way, my strategy for this map is a somewhat simple one. I intend to go down here with Shanna, quite simply, and use this barrier staff to bait out all of the purge. And then after that, I'm going to fly Fear across the little way right here with Sin or Roy, and we're just going to go ahead and let her do all of the killing this map. I'm not really too caught up on sticking around on the long term for this map, so whatever gets us through it is good with me. As long as we don't have to play the map, I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Like, at least for this one. This is one of those maps that just kind of like, yeah, I don't really want to play that. You know? If I can get Sin, rather, one more kill, then I'll also go ahead and promote him this map. I would have went ahead and promoted him anyway, but since he's got 93 experience, I might as well just let him have one more solid shot at a little bit of a good level up, hopefully. So, the way I'll do this is I'll trade her over to the hand axe and just drop right here. Hopefully she'll kill that guy. She's still in range of the support, of course. Gonna go ahead and give her the secret book and then the boots. And now we have an 8-move warrior on our hands. Go ahead and dance for my dancer once more. Notably, she can support Saul, so I'm probably getting her to B support with Saul and A support with Percival. And that's what we're going to go for. Both Lilina and Roy also support her, however, they are currently facing a bit of an issue. That issue being the simple fact that they already have support partners. Lilina has Barth, and Roy has Wolt, and I need to go ahead and max those supports out, because at this point there's really no reason not to. For that reason, I did think about bringing Barth, but I didn't, just because I couldn't afford the deployment spot. It is going to be a little bit scary. She is going to at least need to tank the hit, but she has plenty of avoid, so hopefully we can just get through all of the bolting. I might as well barrier her. I mean, she's probably better for it than Shanna is at this point. Gets her a little bit of axe rank, because she'll get to fight a couple of people. It's not exactly my favorite map, and I don't think that's a hot take by any means. But, yeah, Fear's not really worrying about it too much. I mean, if she's facing 2% hit rate from that guy, yeah, she's not really concerned. I need to go ahead and get her the full support with Sin. I might as well take this map and just use it to get that support, because there's really nothing else that needs to be done this map. Bit of a shame about that. Am I going to be able to kill this guy reasonably? Don't crit, please. And then if you don't, then we can get the kill with Sin. Okay, good. Good. Now he can get that kill, hopefully, and promote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Deke is in range, so I'll have to rescue him out. Please don't miss and then get crit. Thanks. Awesome. Excellent. That was for sure a risk, but I just kind of want to get this kill. I want to get this kill, get this level up, hopefully get strength and speed. That's honestly completely fine. And then promote him. I could use the promoted unit more than I could use anything else. The Eclipse is of no concern. The Nosferatu's a bit of a pain to get through. The bolting I can manage as well. As long as I rescue Deke and then drop him or do something with him, we should be more than fine. Take and drop. Yeah, I guess I'll, instead of doing all of that, just pull her up here and she'll sort of handle all of the issues that I'm currently having with these enemies. I think that Wolt is still in range, so I'm going to pull him back as well. And otherwise, we're chilling. Okay, awesome, cool. I don't want to spend too long in this map. It's one of those ones where there's really nothing to do except just get through the onslaught of enemies at the start, and then by all means, just finish the map after that. I was not aware of the Axe Reaver, but apparently Fear is an Axe Reaver, so she has no concerns either. I do wish that Generals got swords in this game and in FE7. I do think it's a positive change that FE8 made. I just like the idea of Generals being able to use swords. It feels nice to have something on them that, you know, kind of negates the weapon triangle disadvantage that they... That's really their only big concern, is their weapon triangle disadvantage a lot of the time that they often face. I guess I'll just kill this guy with the Axe Reaver, and then I'll stand here. And I'll let her do whatever she's got to do. I don't have an Axe Reaver of my own. This is actually why I was talking about wanting a sword, because if I had a sword right here, she would just be a dodge tank. She wouldn't have to think about these guys at all. But if I have an iron axe, then I'll trade that over to her, and she'll make do with that. I think I actually put my iron axe away, just on account of the fact that I wasn't really sure that I would need it. And, you know, sure enough, I didn't, but I can do what I've got to. Trade over to the hand axe. Hopefully there are no hand axes in range. Cool, excellent, wonderful. Kath can stand back. Dancer back here. Roy, just chill. Your only objective is to seize this map. And we'll go ahead and promote Sin. I believe he is well beyond earned it. I would have, of course, loved to have leveled him up even more. To be completely honest with you, it's not that big of a stretch to level him some more. However, I mean, honestly, it's really not. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to promote him. I want the stats right now. I'm impulsive, and I need to see shiny promotion animation. That is what I require. I will not be told otherwise. Here he is. Hopefully, I know that Wyverns get decent promotion gains, so hopefully he'll be looking pretty good after this. +2 and everything except for res, gets a little bit more constitution as well. Looking pretty good to me. By all means, one of our better units, especially with that promotion, because now he can use swords as well. He should be mighty valuable in this particular map. I could trade him Roy's sword if it really comes right down to it. And Cecilia has some bows, so maybe she can pick off some enemies in the meanwhile. Get a couple of kills here and there. This guy's a little bit scary for sure. Always is a bit scary. He actually just hit me with an 18% chance, and then died, but not because of the Devil Axe. It's kind of wild, actually, that he would do that. I can't believe he's done this to me. And of course, the grand deal of concern that I have for Fear leads me to now panic, because that is what happens in Fire Emblem. You must panic whenever something hits you. Okay, anyway, so... Eclipse, don't have to think about it. Poison Axe, Steel Bow, yeah, whatever. Okay, so we're just going to stay right here, in position. Go ahead, throw a Physic. I don't even have to Physic. I can just regular old Men's Staff. Whoosh. Keep you in range right there. Dance for you, just to keep you out of range of everything else. And we'll go ahead and just stand here, I guess. I'll grab that iron sword off of Roy. Move you up to right here, so you're building support with Saul. Trade that iron sword over, and we're good. I guess a lot of people are used to Wyvern Lords getting access to axes because of how many ROM hacks do that. I actually had to think about that myself a bit prior to getting into this episode. Okay, nobody else is building support, so that's good. Yep, we shouldn't be in any danger at all. As a matter of fact, we should be utterly safe, so maybe we'll see what happens, you know. You never know. You could always get hit by a 1%. You never know. It is Fire Emblem, after all. This is something that has been known to occur, especially if you play Thracia. Okay, cool. That's a decent level up. I'm not too mad about it. Any strength is appreciated with her and Shanna. That's really the only two things that they lack is strength right now. But otherwise, this is great. This is awesome. I love having a good Fear and a good Shanna. Deke would be on the front lines doing the same thing if he were able to promote it all. Sadly, he can't. Sadly, he is perfectly inept at getting married, putting on that ring. I reckon if Rutger were here, that would have been the thing that made the difference. If Rutger were here, one of our items would have randomized miraculously into a guiding ring. That's all that it would have taken. Yeah, so now we're just chilling here on the water. I will simply Wo Dao this guy just to get rid of him. Wow, missed another. Wow, okay, alright, cool. Thanks, Shanna. I guess just save the use and then get the crit anyway, but that's unexpected. Either way, swap back to the iron sword and then chill here for a bit. I don't like this map. If you can't see why at this point, then ugh, I'm sorry. It's a rough map. I'm not sure what their idea was when they were making this map. It's like, what if the floor could just disappear out from underneath your units and we had some bolting guys there? That would be so much fun. Whoops, I accidentally hit my mouse. That would be so much fun. The players will love that. They will have the grandest time. Either way, a little bit of Cecilia action. Ideally, I get her to S-rank bows for that Muligir, and then she gets +5 speed whenever she uses that. Is it called Muligir, or is that... Yeah, it's Muligir in this game, and Rhineflesh in FE7, I believe. Okay, so Cecilia, come on back, and let's get it. Yep, nothing to think about there. 0 brain power required. Same thing with you. Yep. Oh yeah, Eclipse, whatever. If I get hit with Eclipse, then I'll cry about it whenever that happens. But up until that point, I'm chilling. Well, perfect Cecilia kill factory here. Unless she misses, of course. Luckily, we have infinite dancers. We actually have so many dancers. Wow. We have so many dancers that the dancers can dance for the dancers in order to generate endless electricity. That's exactly what happens. It's like solar energy, except it's their legs. They keep generating electricity up until the point that eventually you become like that guy from My Hero Academia, the one who has the electricity powers. That's what actually happens to your dancers once they dance enough. They generate so much electric power, or I guess to put it a little bit better, more like Blanca from Street Fighter. You eventually just evolve and become like this aggressively hairy green person, and then you generate electricity at a rapid rate. It's actually quite impressive. I don't know. That's probably why Fire Emblem doesn't allow you to have dancers, to be completely honest with you, because at that point, I mean, you wouldn't even have to play the game anymore. You basically already don't whenever all of your enemies are FE6 axe users, but it's not due to the electricity. See, it would be really nice this map because there's all this water around. I could just shock the water. All these guys would just, whoop, just float right up into the water. Be chilling. They wouldn't have to play the game anymore either. Wouldn't that be nice? If you were born in FE6 and you just woke up in the morning and you're like, shoot, you know, I was born a pirate. Now I have 50% hit rate. There's nothing I can do about it. Like, at that point, what would you do, right? I don't know what I would do if I had that little hit rate myself. I guess it's like not, because like thinking about it logically, right? We are NPC like civilian types when we don't have a class. So I guess realistically we do wake up in the morning and have a 50% hit rate. And that does feel right sometimes. Sometimes I do wake up and I'm like, yeah, I definitely have a 50% hit rate today, you know. Sometimes it'll just happen, you know. You'll just wake up today's not going to be a good day, and then you'll miss like a 43 or something, or you'll get hit by a 43, and then you'll miss your 66 on the way out the door. I've definitely done that a couple of times. But either way, whatever happens at this point happens. I'm more than happy to just move him down here and get started on his sword rank training. I may have to double dance to get down there and save him. I don't know if he's in range of the bolting tome. I don't think that he is, but if he is, then it's a little bit scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfectly out of range. Eclipse is in range. 2 of these guys are in range, but they're both going to hand axe him. And for some reason, I find myself unconcerned about this possibility. Couldn't really place the finger on why. We'll just end turn. That guy's going away. Wild. I guess I would do at that point. I guess he could have gotten, like, crit and then killed there. That would have been pretty funny. Ooh, she could face a little bit of damage there. Okay. Yeah, that could have been bad. Oh, went back for the physic. Okay. Yeesh. He actually got hit by that. That's kind of wild, actually. I don't think I've ever seen someone get hit by the Eclipse. 39? What was your avoid? He got hit by a 12%? My guy, what are you doing? Buddy. You still there? What in the world just happened? Cool, I guess. I mean, I'm not mad about it or anything. That's just kind of wild. I mean, cool. I'm sorry for your loss, my friend, but... Man, that's wild. Saul Goodman, everybody. That's him. In the flesh. I guess I'll just let her come down here and deal with all these guys. I have a lot of killing edges. I'm just going to start spamming them. I just don't want to stay here any longer. I don't want any more pirates, any more bolting, whatever. Get it done, get it over with. Gotta drink some blue unit juice just to get back up to speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can freely go right here and beat up on this guy a little bit. Let's see. I might have to double dance to get down there far enough with somebody else. I know that Roy is not ideal for this at all. We're not doing that. That's how unideal he is for that situation. But I am going to go down here, and I'll go ahead and probably just Iron Lance attempt to get the kill. If I don't, then whatever. It's an Eclipse guy. I have no concerns. It really just takes one physic user off the market, and that's what I'm after right now, because I would prefer that the enemies come and fight me, instead of going off and getting healed whenever they have something to cry about. So, here's hoping that she just doesn't miss and get crit. I shouldn't risk that. I'm getting a little bit overly zealous, I would say. I very much need to measure my approach to this map. I'm willing to do this one, a 13% and a 1% crit. Seems like a good threshold for me to commit to the action. Let's see. You'll attack Fear. That's completely acceptable. By all means, we should be fine otherwise. I would like to get that guy super killed. So I will try. If I have to, I'll double dance. But if not, I'll do that. And then I'll double dance anyway. And do one more. And hopefully not have to deal with any of them at all. If she doesn't get the crit, though, I mean, it's fine. It's just one dude. With the poison axe, nonetheless, so. What could go wrong? I mean, a lot of things could go wrong, actually. He is using a lance now, so. It may wind up being less than ideal, but we'll burn that bridge when we get there. We will mourn our losses upon the point at which the losses have been acquired. That's about all you can do. Goes for Shanna anyway. Cool. Thanks, bro. Appreciate your generous donation of 0 hit rate. Highly impactful to my capabilities to complete this map, as a matter of fact. I'm really eager to get out of this map. I can't wait until the next one. The next one's a really fun one, I think. But this one... yeah. Because in theory, right, like, and I've seen this happen in other people's playthroughs. In theory, you're just here, right? Like, if I didn't have flyers for whatever reason, if I had... yeah, no, I'd be here for a minute, that's for sure. I don't know what determines the RNG for this map, and I honestly just don't want to find out. At this point, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bury her fear. Dance, well, I'm going to rescue her with Shin. And then dance and get her across. And that way we don't have to think about this atrocity of a map. Oh, actually, he can't do it anymore. Cool. We'll do it with Roy then. Go right here. That's perfectly acceptable. Dance. And drop her right here. While I'm back with Roy. and get in support range, ideally. I guess we'll just dance for the dancer and then dance for Shin. Sin, just like Wade, I can't say his name correctly. I'm so used to the alternative. Alrighty, that'll work, and then Shanna. Shanna Banana, go ahead and get this kill. One thing that I do like about this map in Project Ember, which is not something that you'll hear me say often, to be completely honest, I do appreciate the efforts of Project Ember, but I still prefer the vanilla game, is that they did add some treasure chests to this map. It does make it a slight bit more inconvenient to play because of that, because of the fact that you now have to go for treasure chests that are actually pretty decent. But it does add something to this map, rather than just being like, you go and you understand you're about to have to play this map. And you go and you get in your tool shed and you just find a hammer and you stand over top of your computer or whatever you're using to play this game and you think about it for a minute. But inevitably you do play the game because you understand, like, I have to do this if I want to play the rest of the game. But like, after you've deliberated with yourself a moment with that hammer, you eventually decide, like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play the game. And whenever you eventually have to play the game, it is nice to have objectives other than just complete the map as fast as possible. But beyond that, ooh, do I have another hand axe? I have a tomahawk. I don't have another hand axe, though. I guess I'm at the point where I'm willing to accept her just using iron lances for this. I could silver lance for a little bit, maybe killer lance for a bit, because I do have a couple extra killer lances, too. Appreciate the crit here. Please? Please? Dang, that's rough. That's okay. I hope that I'm in range of both of the bolting guys now. It would be very favorable if I were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So his range is going to be like this. As such, I can't stand in range with Sin to negate crit rates. 20 and 17. She has 23 luck, so I don't have to worry about it anyway. She can't die to the combination of them. She would have to get hit by every single enemy in order to die. With her 65 avoid, yeah, something tells me that she's going to be okay. It's just a hunch. I could be wrong about that. As a matter of fact, nah, I'll just chill. Ooh, actually, Sin is now in range of an archer. Oh well. He'll be fine. He's big. He's strong. He's had a lot of milk. He drank his greens, and he had a bunch of vitamins growing up. Homeboy went into the family vitamin cabinet one morning during the summer, found the Flintstones gummies, and he was like, these are great, man, I love these. These are so good. And just ate like 3/4 of the bottle. Inevitably started throwing up because you can't handle that many in your system. The Flintstones just start kicking at your insides, and they're like, bro, let us out. I can't believe that you're eating cavemen. But they'll start hitting you from the inside, and then your intestines begin to hurt a bit. You know, as you do. But inevitably, you'll be fine, and whenever you do, you'll grow up strong because you have just ingested cavemen, and the sheer stone upon their feet, of which they've had to trudge through for generations, it makes you a more robust person. I'm pretty sure that's how those work, after all. It may be the fact that they have iron, like iron hammers that they bring. I think that's what that stands for on the side of the bottle anyway, that the iron that you get from that. So very well may be the case. Either way, we'll go back here, we'll feed him some more Flintstones, and be on our way. There we go. Excellent. Wonderful. Pretty good level up. He actually got magic on his other level up, so he's not doing too bad on those. And I think we're chilling for another turn. I'll go ahead and bring Shanna a little bit closer, and I'll go ahead and build that support between Saul and Cecilia. I don't actually know what they talk about. I'm not necessarily inclined to read it, because I don't want to see Saul rizzing up Cecilia. I do not give him permission, and as such, he's not allowed to. But he can talk, I guess. They can talk. I'm not gonna be that kind of guy. I'm not gonna be that controlling. They can talk. I just don't want him rizzing her up, because that is not his job. Yeah, I still have a physic as well, so if something happens to Fear, like that, for example, I'm more than capable of escaping a scenario. There is a Nosferatu guy. He's a little bit scary, but I believe he's at least a little bit, a couple turns out from being able to really meaningfully do anything. Wow, I could actually just lose her there. That's kind of insane. Well, we'll physic up, And we'll hit him with the Killer Lance. Although, we will still be in range. Maybe if I kill you with the Iron Sword for the accuracy, then I might be able to Hand Axe and get the crit, and if I don't, then I suppose I'll have to make alternate measures. It appears that I will have to. What will those alternate measures be? What could I do here? I guess I could rescue and take and drop, because she is big after all, and then dance. And then we should be able to get the kill. What I could do is I could throw the Hand Axe from here, and then grab the Killer Lance and attack after that. I hope that that's out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is still in range. That is a little bit unfortunate. As such, I will do this instead. But that does block the guy off, and it's not really a big concern of mine. I don't think that he has the damage output to kill anybody anyway. Worst case scenario, I guess, is that he attacks Cecilia, but she has a bow. And with the Javelin, he's dealing 23 damage minus her 7. I mean, she could die to that. I guess it's not exactly ideal or anything. My preferred outcome at that point would just be doing this. Take drop, and then rescue Kath, and then take and drop with Shanna. Then I think everybody's out of range at that point. So that'll work for me. Wonderful indeed. Very much so. Hopefully we're almost out of bolting on the enemy. Yeah. It's not exactly the pinnacle of map design, as it were, but you've got to suffer through some things. It's that delayed gratification, you know? You've got to go through the bad in order to get to the good sometimes. No more bolting on you, 4 more on you, because I haven't been spamming it as much. Hopefully we get the crit here. Excellent, good. Don't have to worry about Nosferatu anymore. It's like that guy from one of those early episodes of SpongeBob where he was the... what's it called? He was on the night shift. It was that guy. His name was Nosferatu. He was flipping the light switch on and off. The lights will flicker on and off. Dude, can I have some ketchup? That's what I feel with these red units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trying to get the ketchup out of their veins if I can. But it is a difficult task. Sometimes the ketchup does not free itself so easily. And thus my fries cannot receive the condiments that they desire. Well, I guess we'll do this strat again. Do a little take and drop. A little bit of a dance. And try again. You got this, bro. What could possibly go wrong? Just don't miss twice. That's all I'm asking. Please? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. That was, 1 miss, 1 hit, 2 times in a row. And other than that, we're chilling. So, get those boltings on out of here. Go on. Get it out of your system. It's like a good sneeze, isn't it? You just gotta do it sometimes. Go ahead. Yeah, there we go. And now that he sneezed is 5 times. Trade this Javelin over to her. Get in support range, and go down here. Surely, if he can't kill with bolting, he can't kill with Hellfire. We have support partners. We have Roy on his way down. I guess I'll bring Kath with Roy. And that should work out just fine. I don't imagine that the combination of Kath and Fear can't kill this guy. So, oh, actually, he's not even moving. Cool. I will not attempt to make him angry and allow him to move, but we'll see how close we can get before he becomes particularly angry. There we go. Excellent. That'll work for me. Although, I might give this one to Kath instead. That's a little bit scary. 2% crit rate. Might as well not face that risk. If we can kill, then we'll kill, and if we can't, then we can't. Awesome. It is funny how the sages look whenever they're old and stuff, because they don't look old in their battle animations and stuff. They have that, like, kind of almost buzz cut hair. Either way, let's build some supports while we're here. Between you two, Klein doesn't have any. Deke, you don't have Rutger here. Woltz, I guess I could build a Wolt Roy support, but I don't really need to, I suppose. I need to build the Sin and Fear one most of all. Alrighty, we'll attempt some crits, and if we don't get them, then oh well. And if we do, then we kill this guy in 1 turn, hopefully. I'm actually more than willing to attempt to kill with Kath after this if she misses. Yeah, okay. Nice. Luck, res, skill. She might be capping skill pretty soon. Yep, she did. As a matter of fact, that's really good. Because now if she tries to roll only a skill speed level up, she will no longer be able to. For this same reason, it might have been more valuable to give the angelic robe over to her, so that she would reduce the possibility of leveling HP as much. Because once she caps her HP, she can no longer level HP, skill, or speed. So it may have been valuable to have done that. Same thing with the luck. The goddess icon could have been valuable in that way. Because then it would have forced... If I'd given her the angelic robe and the goddess icon, and got those capped out even sooner, it would have then forced strength, defense, res level ups. And res is the lowest, so it probably would have forced strength, defense out of her. We probably would have seen a couple of blank level ups then, and we probably would have seen a couple of, like, res only level ups, but I think that would have been worth it for an entirely capped out unit. Maybe I'm not so willing to do that, actually. Didn't recognize that the hit rates were like that. So we'll just let Fear do it, because she's not worried. Well, double miss, I suppose. That's fine. Do it again. Nice. Where did you learn to fight like this? Against some pirates, you know. We actually just fought a lot of those again, as a matter of fact. Okay, there it is, finally. Oh, dear gods above, to meet such a lovely woman, to be witness to this perfect work of beauty. Same. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't blame you for saying that. I agree, actually, as a matter of fact. To be completely honest with you, yeah, he's speaking the truth. He's, as a matter of fact, that's true right there. Here it is. The 4 blaze. Hopefully. Hopefully. 4 blaze, nice. Alrighty. Now that we got the 4 blaze, if Deke ever promotes, he'll be a certified force to be reckoned with, even more so than he already was. By all means, not my favorite map. That was the infernal truth of that map. Okay, well, regardless. If you enjoyed this episode, if you enjoyed my disparaged dialogue throughout this map, please make sure to hit that like button. I really appreciate that. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We actually have some good maps ahead of us. If I'm not mistaken, next map we get Faye, Percival, and Igreen, and Garrett. So you won't want to miss any of those. At the end of the map, we'll also get access to another Night Crest, because as long as Percival's men survive, we get a Night Crest. So Lilina will finally be able to promote. She'll finally get those stats that she so desperately desires. Some more level ups to grow. In 2 maps, we finally get access to some guiding rings thanks to the secret shop, presuming that Hugh doesn't randomize into not having the member card. I don't know if that's guaranteed or not. If he doesn't, we're going to have issues. But you'll have to tune in to see what those issues may be. And I suppose that's about all there is to it. So, until next time, I'll see you later.